Hi guys, I'm just going to talk to you about how to create a Jamboard. You are assigned in a group assignment and that will be on Canvas, as will your case study. And what I've also done is created a Jamboard for you that will allow you to work on your concept map. Now, the name of the Jamboard will be the name of the people in the group. And so I just want to do a quick tutorial on how to do that. So I am adding a Jamboard, and you shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to it'll say whatever the name is. I'm just going to say it, my demo is what I'm calling it. Yours will already have a name. So now what you're going to do is you should have, your screen will look something like this. This is going to vary depending on what laptop or whatever that you're using. You'll have the case study. Like I said, it's written out in Canvas for you. What you're doing with the concept map is you're trying to kind of categorize or separate out the information. So now, just for the sake of this demo, I'm going to show you one that's maybe on an ineffective airway. So I'm going to pick, the first thing I'm going to do is pick the sticky note. And we'll keep the sticky note yellow for this one. You can make it whatever you'd like it to be. And then you just type. You can change the color, whatever you'd like. And so this is ineffective airway. And so that goes, whatever your title is, goes on your Jamboard. Then the next thing you want to know, because remember that when we work out nursing diagnoses, we look at what the causes are and we look at what the symptoms are. So let's look at symptoms, and I'll just go to the next number. So I would say signs and symptoms here. The next color, sorry, I said number. Symptoms. So my signs and symptoms are coarse, we'll say cough, increase in secretions, coarse crackles. So there will be other signs and symptoms, but that's just to give you an example. So I'm going to save that. And I'm going to move this stuff around in just a minute. So now the other thing is, what kind of diagnostics do you think will be done for this person? Well, diagnostics would be things like a chest x-ray, would be assessment, blood gases. I don't expect you to know all this. I expect you to get this stuff from the book based on your case study. So diagnostics. And then let's talk about a goal. Goal for this patient, a short-term goal, would be maintain effective airway, patent airway, maintain patent airway by the end of the shift. And how do I know that it's patent? Clear lung sounds and loose secretions. So that's going to be my goal. I didn't write it as a full SMART goal because I don't have enough information here to write it as a full SMART goal. I would like you to write yours as a full SMART goal. And then finally, I'm going to do orange here. And that's going to be my nursing intervention. So what kind of things can I do for an ineffective airway? Interventions. So I can elevate, I obviously spelled that wrong. All right. I can elevate the head of the bed. I can encourage cough and deep breathe to help get rid of those. Encourage mobilization. You get the drift. Maintain hydration. I'm going to stop here. I would like you to do 5 interventions. So what do I do with that? So now I can cancel out that. When you're writing a concept map, you always want your actual problem in the middle. So I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. No, I don't want to turn it. I want to make it bigger. So I'm going to make that a little bigger. Now this is here, okay? And here's my signs and symptoms. I could also have, with my signs and symptoms, if you would like to, you can add a what's the cause of my problem, which you'll have in your case study. What are my diagnostics that were done? Whoops, I just want to move that. I'll make that a little bigger. And here's my interventions. That's going to go under my picture here. Here's my interventions, and you can make these as big as or as small as you'd like. I have a limited amount of screen space because of the video, so I am not making them as big as I might make them. The other thing you can do, and it helps how some people think, is you can draw arrows if you would like for that. You could underline nursing interventions, that or whatever, circle, whatever. And what I did is I picked the pen. I believe you can change the color. So if you wanted to write blue here, whatever, I don't draw well on the computer. The other thing I would like is at some place is for you to, I do not care, even though I put your name in your title, I would like you to take the pen and write your name at the bottom as best you can. I want you to write your own name, and I can look and see that different people wrote it. So I would like you to write your own name. The beauty of doing this type of way to demonstrate your skill is that you don't have to work on it at the same time, or you can. So you can be on the phone and talking about it and who's going to write what, because maybe one of you types faster than the other or can think differently than the other, thinks differently about it. Or the other thing you can do is divide and conquer and decide what part of the case study you're going to focus on. And maybe one of you does the diagnostics and the interventions, and one of you does the signs and symptoms and the goal. That part I don't care about. I do care that I want to see your name at the bottom. And that's it. That's how you're going to do the Jamboard. Thank you.